we often hear expression like, religion and politics do not mix. Whenever we expose, denounce and mobilize to protest against abuse of power, graft and corruption, and immorality, we are always slapped by this legalism, do not meddle. There is separation of church and state. As Christians we are citizens of the kingdom of heaven. But historically, in the here and now of our existence we are also citizens of the kingdom of this world. To quote the epistle to Diognetus, Christians are resident aliens in the world. How do we relate, then, to our human society? In particular, to the state, to the government, to those who are vested with powers and authorities. The Catechism of the Catholic Church can be of great help in enlightening and guiding us on this particular issue and concern. Human society can be neither well-ordered nor prosperous unless it has some people invested with legitimate authority to preserve its institutions and to devote themselves as far as is necessary to work and care for the good of all. CCC 1897. By authority, one means the quality by virtue of which persons or institutions make laws and give orders to men and expect obedience from them. Every human community needs an authority to govern it. The foundation of such authority lies in human nature. It is necessary for the unity of the state. Its role is to ensure as far as possible the common good of the society. CCC 1898. The authority required by the moral order derives from God. Let every person be subject to the governing authorities. For there is no authority except from God, and those that exist have been instituted by God. Therefore he who resists the authorities resists what God has appointed, and those who resist will incur judgment. 1899. The duty of obedience requires all to give due honor to authority and to treat those who are charged to exercise it with respect, and, insofar as it is deserved, with gratitude and goodwill. CCC 1900. Pope Saint Clement of Rome provides the Church's most ancient prayer for political authorities. Grant to them, Lord, health, peace, concord, and stability, so that they may exercise without offense the sovereignty that you have given them. Master, heavenly King of the ages, you give glory, honor, and power over the things of earth to the sons of men. Direct, Lord, their counsel, following what is pleasing and acceptable in your sight, so that by exercising with devotion and in peace and gentleness the power that you have given to them, they may find favor with you. Authority is exercised legitimately only when it seeks the common good of the group concerned and if it employs morally licit means to attain it. If rulers were to enact unjust laws or take measures contrary to the moral order, such arrangements would not be binding in conscience. In such a case, authority breaks down completely and results in shameful abuse. CCC 1903. Christians as citizens, we are, therefore, obliged in conscience not to follow the directives of civil authorities when they are contrary to the demands of the moral order, to the fundamental rights of persons or the teachings of the gospel. Refusing obedience to civil authorities, when the demands are contrary to those of an upright conscience, finds its justification in the distinction between serving God and serving the political community. Render therefore to Caesar the things that are Caesar's, and to God the things that are God's. We must obey God rather than men. CCC 2242. When citizens are under the oppression of a public authority which oversteps its competence, they should still not refuse to give or to do what is objectively demanded of them by the common good, but it is legitimate for them to defend their own rights and those of their fellow citizens against the abuse of this authority within the limits of the natural law and the law of the gospel. This is your mission. This is your task. This is your identity as Christians. You are the salt of the earth. You are the light of the world. Matthew chapter 5 verse 41.